as well and in reading skills as well. But they are very important when it comes to speaking skills. And here, I will just take few minutes to explain this entire process. We are talking about communication. So, when speaking is a part of communication, it becomes more important. So, communication involves a speaker and a receiver. Speaker says something as a speaker when effectively, suppose a speaker is there and works effectively and delivers a content. Same message is delivered to the receiver listens to it and then provides a feedback. This feedback can be positive, it can be negative. And here the work of speaker starts. If one receives a negative feedback, then one should not feel demotivated. Even it should consider, the person should consider, okay, again, this is a starting step and I will start again. So negative feedback should be considered in a positive way, and then only person should start working on it. That's why feedback is very important, either it be negative or positive. And to make it, because then only we know and we will try our best to make it positive. Suppose we have received a negative feedback, and the important thing is when a person starts working on converting a negative feedback to positive feedback, then most important thing is to work on non-verbal clues as well, because it helps a lot in this conversion process. Now, there are lot of apps, there are a lot of websites which can actually improve vocabulary. It can improve speaking skills, vocabulary, and lot other things of any person. So as you can see, all this, if you wish, one person can, you can take screenshot as well. They are very good softwares. They are very good apps. Like first you can see here is Elsa Speak. What is do? It is a sort of AI. It improve pronunciation and fluency with instant feedback. Instant feedback, again, as I focuses more on feedback. So why this feedback is important? Because the person will be able to know whether he or she is right or wrong. And there are a lot of personalized exercises as well, which Elsa Speak provides. So that's why it is very important. Second one is Merriam-Webster Dictionary. It is a dictionary, but this particular software, it offers word games, quizzes, and comprehensive dictionary to expand your vocabulary. So that's why it is a very important software to improve vocabulary, where a person can learn new words as well. Third one is vocabulary.com. It actually provides a personalized learning experience with quizzes, because there are a lot of words listed tailored to your level and interest. I mean, a person can choose his or her level and gradually can improve it. Next is WordUp. It is an AI based tool which prioritize and teach the most useful words, helping a person learn in context with examples. And these examples can be from different movies, from contemporary topics, from news, etc. Then there is Quizlet. So Quizlet allows basically the users to create flashcards and engage in various learning modes to improve vocabulary retention. And last one is Duolingo. I think it is a very common. I'll give you a glimpse of Duolingo as well. It uses gamified language learning to build vocabulary and improve language skills through interactive lessons and exercises. So I'll just share how Duolingo works. Yes, just a second. Yeah. Yes, so this was Duolingo, and like I mean, it is a self-learning. All these tools are self-learning tools where a person can observe, can check, carefully at which level he or she lies and can start working on it. So, this was all which I wish to talk about, and that's why it is very important to be like what I personally believe effective speaking is an art. It is something which a person can learn, and because once if you are a good speaker, it can help a person to convey ideas clearly, reducing misunderstandings. And reducing misunderstandings can help in fostering better relationships as well. Strong speaking skills are very important, crucial for career growth too. Either it be a student or any professional, strong speaking skills are very important. It enhances your ability to present ideas, lead meetings, and engage in networking. At the same time, being able to well boost self esteem and confidence for that to be a good speaker, speaking skills are very important. With this, a person can handle various social and professional situations with ease. At the same time, speaking skills can help a person in leadership traits as well. You can inspire others, you can motivate others because it's a global language. So when you using a global language, you can reach, because otherwise I would have never thought that sitting in India, I can be connected here at this platform today, or when I deal with Ukrainian students. But because English is a global language, so it is all possible because of one simple language. So we cannot ignore honing skills at this particular language. And once if we are proficient and we are comfortable and confident with a particular language, and that to a global one, then it can help a lot in convincing. It improves our convincing power as well. So, I mean, that's why it is very important to learn with the speaking skills, obviously, for better educational outcomes, social connections. There are so many points, so many things where it is very important to learn to develop English speaking skills as well. So, that's all from my side. Any questions? I'll be happy to answer.
Thank you, Dr. Ritu, for this informative webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
after listening to Dr. Ritu, so let's take some time for your questions. If you have any questions you'd like to ask Dr. Ritu, or you want to share something with her,
Yeah, please.
please unmute your mic if you'd like to ask her a question, please. I would like to tell you that I have been using these websites with my students. They are really useful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I use Duolingo myself for learning Deutsch.
Yeah.
It's a very it's a
Even I'm
fun.
also, it's
Yes,
actually,
it's a fun application. It's a very good one.
yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, you use it for French. Yes, Abir is using it for French.
Yeah.
Okay. Please unmute your mic if you'd like to ask Dr. Ritu something. If you would like to share your experience, if you're
Yes, you can
teaching.
share.
Yes.
Yeah. Questions are like, I mean, feedback is very important, as I
Yes.
said. So that's why if no questions, then you can share your
Yes.
experience. Yeah. How you help yourself in learning any language.
Yes. If you have other tools that you have used with
Yes.
your students, so you can share with us.
Yeah.
I also use ESL questions, so they have different
Okay.
topics, and you can
Yeah.
choose the topic that which is related to the field of interest of your students. So you can choose any topic, and
Yeah.
you can also adjust the questions according to the level of your students. So it can give them a very good discussion together. So they are very useful. They have
Yeah.
already, yes, they have
Okay.
question that you can
Listen.
use. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you? I hope that you are
Hi.
doing well. So,
Hi.
my name is Uthman. I am an EFL teacher.
Okay.
My question is, how can we help our students develop their speaking skills in an EFL context, given that they don't have much chances to practice their language? And another remark, I have a remark about Duolingo. For Duolingo, it kind of makes automatizes the learning process, but the problem is that when you are encountering someone in real life, it's difficult for you to retrieve that vocabulary and to use it in a meaningful context.
Yeah. Thank you. So, thank you for this wonderful question. Actually, I'll answer your question with an example. The place from India where I live in, it's not a
ادخلي اقعد
metropolitan
كلمي لنا،
city,
قولي لنا اي تول استخدمتيها في
and
السبيكنج سيشنز بتاعتك كانت يوسفول مثلا.
yeah. So it is not a
ايه
metropolitan
ده
city.
وانا
Nearby, there are a lot of rural areas as well. And I am teaching in an engineering institute where a lot of students actually come from rural areas. I hope this is sort of a situation you are talking about. They don't have lot of resources. They don't have lot of situation which can actually help in learning them out. So for them, I think the first important thing is that zest to improve themselves. We cannot, the important thing what we can do from our end is make them realize the importance of this language. There are two things, because what I have felt in all these years, that many a times these students are students who are not very open to learning, the second language, especially because they are very scared of it. And why they are scared of it? Because they face lot of problems in their pronunciation, in their fluency, and lot other things as well. Because at the same time, there are students who are fluent in language because of the cultural differences as well. So in these all in these years, what I have felt and realized, if once students are made clear, they need not to be depressed because it is just a language which can be honed, which can be learned with practice and efforts. And first important thing is this belief in themselves. And gradually they need to start from the beginning. We cannot overburden them with lot of exercises. If you need to work upon something, then need to work on lot of exercises. This strategy is not valid for students whose basics are not even clear about the language. So in that particular scenario, it is very important that all these students need to start from the basic. First of all, they should be confident, and that zest to learn the language and to hone their language skills or their communication skills. It is very important that they need to believe on themselves that yes, they can do it. You won't believe this what we do, because a group of students who who believe that this is something which they cannot never do. So how I start my classes with this sentence: I can do, I can learn a language. It is just a language. Many a times it sounds very kiddish as well, but efforts are there, and this belief actually works many a times. I
Thank
hope
you.
I'm able to answer. Yeah.
Thank you very much. What happens sometimes is that like you have some crowded classes, and there are some students who are lagging behind, and we know that we should like cater to this ZPD according to Vygotsky, zone of proximal development. But then like you are trying to keep up with like maybe half of the class or the majority of the class, but there are some students who are lagging behind, and it's difficult for a teacher to cater to the needs of all learners. And you talked about motivation. Motivation is really important, and I have witnessed like through my experience, which is like very short, but I've noticed how like motivation can make learners change their level dramatically, even like with them being kind of say low achievers. So this is what they do. And another issue here that I might point to is the syllabus. Sometimes you have to abide by the syllabus. So like you have to finish these courses by the end of this term, etc. And then like it's difficult for you to have some extra activities to cater to this mixed level class. So this is the teacher is there, is in the face of it, and he has to satisfy the needs of the syllabus and satisfy the needs of the students, which is a really tiring task.
Yes, you're absolutely right. And even so, that's why, like, what we have started doing this, because as you said, in a crowded class, there are mixed ability students. And so, what we have done is students who actually need extra time and efforts, we have started extra classes on weekends, maybe for an hour or so. So, in this way, they feel that yes, they are important. I mean, this was just an exercise which we have started doing, that the students who actually requires extra time and efforts from teachers and you won't believe it, that the most important thing which I have experienced is just this facility. With this facility, they not only utilize this facility, but then they have started giving extra time and efforts as well in learning language and in rest other things as well. So this is what we have done. But yes, problems are same. I mean, either it be any part of the world, problems, especially when it comes to English as a language, I think it is same.
Okay, so anybody else would like to share?
Thank you very much. This was really beneficial.
Thank you. Thank you. Feedback
Informative.
is very important. Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you for
thank
the
you very
feedback.
much. Yes, thank you very much. I will try out the ideas that you presented in today's webinar. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
So is there anybody else who'd like to ask a question or share their experience?
Can I add something? I'm sorry.
Yes, sure, yes.
Okay, so I think that like nowadays we're like kind of taken by this approach, which is like a student-centered approach, and or the communicative approach. Like we say that we should put our students in the center, and we should focus on our students, and we should teach language communicatively, etc. But what I have found is that sometimes my students are not used to this, and when you try like to use this discovery or inquiry approach, your students don't get the lesson, especially when you are teaching grammar. So that's why resorting to a deductive approach, teaching grammar kind of in a direct manner, helps our students learn and construct schemas about grammar.
Yes, yes, you're absolutely right. Even we have realized and felt the same. Like here, my experience is same that of yours.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Ritu, for this fruitful session. And thank you everyone for attending this session today. We're looking forward to seeing you in our upcoming webinars. Please, for more information, please visit our Facebook and Instagram pages, which I will share with you in the chat box. I will share the QR code for our pages in the chat box, so you can join us or follow us using this QR code. So thank you, Dr. Ritu. It was our pleasure to have you today.
My pleasure as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So I will share the QR code with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Can I ask everyone to open their camera so we can take a picture together for the memory? Yes. Thank you. Hello. Okay, I'll send it to everyone. I'm sorry. Just a minute. I'll share it again. This is okay. Okay. So just a minute, we'll take a picture. Thank you so much for attending today.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Dr. Rita. Thank you. Have a nice day,
My
everyone.
pleasure. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes.